Hi. Doing well, finishing up your workday. Very nice. Makers and crafting getting you through it? It does. I lurked for the longest time before I started streaming in Makers and Crafting. It's just such a wonderful community. Glad to have you here today. Nice to know that you're also finished up work. That's awesome. Yeah, the community is amazing. It's nice, it's supportive, it's chill, sometimes it's wild. Big lurker as well. And crocheters have the best workday vibes. I mean, yeah, the vibes are pretty good for workday. Yep. I have to agree with you there. It's really nice to have kind of like a body doubling. Kind of feels like you're working alongside someone. Helps you focus. This is really nice. And another one. I probably could have used a larger hook, to be fair. But that's okay. This is going to be the most epicest square ever. 2, 4, epicest? Sure. I'd use that in Scrabble. Back, the dryer didn't dry fully. But it sings the song of your people anyways. What am I working on? We're making a granny square. It's kind of hard to tell because they used purple and sage green. But we've got this really bright version here that you can see. It's a flower. So we're using these squares to make a cardigan. It was going to be a blanket, but now it's going to be a cardigan. Because I want to be able to wear it in public. So pick good colors, you guys. In a redeemed make a square on our channel point redeem. And pick the flower color, which is this one. And then we're going to use the accompanying matching green color. Two, 4, 5. I was really hoping it would get to the blue transition, but it didn't. Still looks really pretty, though. Yeah, there. Hey, look at the flower, you guys! This is so pretty. Be a really cozy cardigan? Yeah, it will, right? Popcorns. You're still currently making... Wait. Why 700 popcorns? Oh my gosh. This has 8 popcorns and I'm already like, I'm good. Right? It's starting to look really... I'm very excited about this square in a... Alright, so let me pop that over there. And now we'll hope for no yarn vomit on the green. That would be amazing. Can feed the whole movie theater? You could. You could. It's a lot of popcorn stitches. I can totally understand why you would not do that again. I feel that. But, you know, 8 popcorn stitches, not bad. It's not terrible. Makes a very pretty flower. You know, I wonder if I could put a hair clip on the back of this. And just turn it into, like, a hair clip. That'd be kind of cute. I should experiment. Alright, next part of the instructions. Join B in any chain 1 space. I mean mood. Okay. Here. I've already decided that I like the join to start like this instead. Alright. There we go. And then we're going to chain how many? Chain 3. 1, 2, stop. 3. Okay. And then what? Counts as double crochet, 2 double crochets in the same space. Ooh. Okay. This is where I fundamentally mess up. Because this row is the row that turns this circle into a square. Alright. Chain 1. How many do I put in this one? 3. Wait. Yes, 3. The Aaron's heart throw. Oh, okay. You were commissioned. Yeah, when you're commissioned, it's a little bit more difficult to be like, and I'm going to take a break. Several rows of slip stitches. Oh, that is the worst. When you have to just do rows of slip stitches, because the slip stitch makes... It doesn't make a row. It doesn't. But it does make an interesting texture when you do it, which is I can see why you'd have to do several rows. But ugh. Ew. Is the picture of that Afghan on your Insta, Fairy Dust? I'm going to creep your Insta later to look for it, if it is. It is? Okay, I'm going to creep your Insta later. And find that throw blanket picture. I think I've heard of it before, the Aaron Hearts. Aaron, however it's pronounced. I am not very good at English. Is it my first language? Yes, it is. Still doesn't mean I'm very good at it. I kind of wish I had kept some of the red too. Oh well. It's the one on your page that's Pepto-Bismol pink. I'm not gonna say I wasn't gonna instantly look for pink blankets, but I really was gonna look for pink first. Just in case it was made in pink. Did the client pick out the color? Because, my goodness. Pepto-Bismol pink. You can't just get that shade of pink anywhere. Yeah. And I'd like this shade. Are you sure? Why? What's wrong with it? Nothing. I mean, it's your blanket. I've said that a couple of times during a commission. It's like, you're sure this is the color you want? And they're like, oh, absolutely. I'm like, okay. And then I get a message after being like, oh, you remember how you recommended that one color? And I'll be like, yes. They'll be like, so now that I've seen the finished product, and I'm like, it's too late now. That's what you wanted. It's nice if they end up commissioning a second piece, but also it's like, you can't blame me when you pick the colors. Oh no. Okay. Nah, false alarm. We didn't lose the stitch. So the only thing I don't like about this yarn is it sheds when you're crocheting. Like, a lot. It's not anti-pilling, so... It is super soft, though. For an acrylic yarn, it's super soft. Is it 100% acrylic, though? It's a good question. I have never checked. It is 80% acrylic, 20% wool. So, which would explain why it's kind of sheddy. Stop. Go over there. Oh no. Oh no, false alarm. False alarm, there is a single crochet chain one in between. I thought for a second I forgot to do that there. I would have fudged my way through it on the next row anyways, but we didn't forget. It's still there. Unnecessary gasp for no reason. Sorry, guys. 2 and 3. Chain 1. Lip stitch. 1, 2. This one. Eek. Come on. Ta-da! First row. Okay, now it's just saying, like, what if I don't want to do a color change? Can I just single crochet slip stitch to the middle and then chain? Or no, I wouldn't slip stitch. I would just go straight from this join, I think. First time I'm not changing colors for this. 1, 2, 3. Never tell... Oh, you tell newer crocheters Experience doesn't mean you don't make mistakes. Yeah, exactly. You just get better at disguising them. Yep. 100%. Just because I can say that I'm proficient in crochet doesn't mean that I'm not going to make a mistake. Or that there are things I don't know how to do, right? I just get better at bluffing my way through it. That's all. And the look on their faces when you say that. But what's nice about the crochet communities I've noticed is if you go in there and you be like, yeah, I'm proficient in crochet, but how do you make a square? They're more than happy to be like, oh my god, you make amigurumi. That's right. You can't square. You can only circle. And there's like judgment free. It's great. Well, almost judgment free. I gotta say, when I told my other crochet friend that I couldn't make a square, she laughed for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes straight of just laughing. You can't make a square. You can make a Pikachu, but you can't make a square. Yeah, it was funny. Looking back on it, it was funny. At the moment, it was just embarrassing. You were AFK for a second? That's okay. I know you're trying to do chores. You're being a responsible adult. Unlike, you know, me. Who's playing with yarn. Looks good though so far, your square. It's gonna be a really nice piece. One, two, yeah. This is the corner. It's looking great. Yeah, I'm glad you're liking your square, Inna. I really like how it's looking too. I almost feel like the second row should have been like a more solid green color. Like, it looks good. I almost feel like it should have been a different green. That's okay. Looks great. Like a peacock. Yeah, the colors are exactly like a peacock feather. For the tanzanite, yes. And then the green, yes. So the colors of this yarn did look like that. There was a sapphire blue that looked exactly like the blue on a peacock. But at the time, I was like, I don't know what I would do with that. Whereas I totally had a plan for the green, the red, and this tanzanite. But in hindsight, I probably should have bought just everything that they had of this yarn style. Because it just works so pretty. buyer's remorse. I should have bought more yarn. Don't do that. When in doubt, buy everything, right? If the shoe fits, buy it in every color. The only square you can make is with single crochet. I don't think I've tried a granny square out of single crochet. I've only done the double crochets for the squares. I would be interested in testing that. When we finish these squares. I mean, I could always use more cardigans. So we can continue redeeming squares for other cardigans. I'll just have to find more patterns. Am I getting sleepy? You've heard me. Oh, no, I'm just not breathing properly. Which triggers my body to yawn. He's fine. I'm not taking full deep breaths, so it triggers me to yawn to catch up on the oxygen I'm missing. Okay. I'm just being lazy and not breathing properly. Maybe add a breathe routine. Single crochet is currently the only stitch you know, and that's totally fun. Stick around. We can learn different stitches. So these stitches we did here in the middle for the petals are popcorn stitches. And then the stitches I was using here are double ones. They're doubles instead of single crochets. Let me just weave this down. Hang on. Why does this corner look weird? Who knows? There's the correct number of stitches, so I just have to block it. That's why. It just needs to be blocked. I gotta wet it down and stretch it. You're working on making a stripy scarf? Ooh. Yesterday was the first time you figured out how to attach a different thread onto something? Oh, yeah, you can totally share a picture. If you've got a link, you can throw it up in chat. If you would like to, you can join our Discord and throw it up in the work in progress. Whatever you're comfortable with. Just ignore the unstraight edge at the start. we all have those kind of starts, little fox. All right. Oh, your stitches are very even. You've got very good tension throughout your single crochets. Very nice. That's a really good color change too. GG's, little fox. You're doing really good. That's some next level tension though, getting all your stitches even like that. GG's, little fox. That looks really good. Two different shades of pink and that gray. That's gonna look really good when it's done. All right. Oh, it looks a little... I promise you, it's not lopsided. When I block it, it'll be an actual square. Inna, what do you think? I just have to block it. And it'll be a good square. You only started crocheting a couple weeks ago. Oh, wow. That looks really great for that. You're like fresh. A true newbie. Could you see your other square next to it? Yeah, yours was the other one was a bright one, right? Right? And then we'll just make like a pattern around it. Your mom showed you how to do the single crochet? And you just kind of learned as you went? That's the best way to start, little fox. How much smaller is that one? It's that much smaller. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. We're making a cardigan. So this is going to be the back and these will be the sleeves. Don't even worry about the size difference. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. See? Or, you know, we did make this super tiny micro version of it. So we could squareception. Ta-da. Yeah, don't worry about the uneven edge. You can put a border around it to straighten up, or you can throw some tassels on it, and it'll be perfect. So tiny. Well, it's because it's made with embroidery thread. So this is regular worsted size 4. This is considered a bulky, and it's size 6. And this is super fine because it is, in fact, thread. I actually did the stitches smaller. Not sure if it was a single crochet or what, because it is a lot smaller. There is slip stitching, which would make smaller stitches. So it could have been a slip stitch or a half single crochet, which is very close to a slip stitch. Would never do micro crochet. Your wrists can't handle that. My eyes can't handle it, Inna. But yeah, that's our micro crochet. So that's if you redeem the channel point redeem Honey, I Shrunk the Crochet. There's a list of things you can request made out of thread. So it's the same square, different size yarn. But yeah, we've got a nice list of little animals or fruit. I'm adding gummy bears onto that list that you can use when you redeem the Honey, I Shrunk the Crochet redeem. And then we switch to micro crochet. But yeah, those are your 2 squares. They look really good. I really like this one. It's very pretty. All right, let me stack these all up again. My squares. This is going to be the best cardigan ever, guys. I'm very excited to wear this in public. I'm going to walk down the street with all these different rainbow, bright colored flowers. It's going to be the best. All right, thank you for the redeem, Inna. I appreciate it. Oop, bit of fluff there. You grab a pick, you're not really sure what you did, but it looks really neat. Yeah, grab a pick. I'm curious if I've got a little tiny bit of the red left. I really wanted to show you what it looked like. I thought I had like a really small ball